This is Jeff TV and I'm watching on the street with me, Mr. Kwame Apia. Synergy with the two fingers in the air. Today on the streets I have something inspirational, sensational and educational to the rational ones out there. So if you're ready, let's go.
On the streets, you knew by who
right there to cause confusion, to settle confusion in a diffusion manner, but not to confuse you. So we are here to make sure that you are not confused, and this will definitely blow your mind in a confusion manner. So you ready? Let's say. Right from the intro, the reason why we have to digest into this particular song is the inspirational, the content, the lyrical content, the message she is preaching out there. Taking it from the intro, what is she saying? What is she preaching? Yeah, the pompous, those raising their shoulders, those making people around them feel inferior, making them know that yes, we are on top of the world. You are near closer to me. If they know and they knew the end result, the end implications, the negative impact of what they are doing, immediately they will calm down and humble themselves and definitely seek patience as a friend, humbleness as a friend, because reality will definitely catch up with us. Let's go. That is a question we have to answer. This is the question we have to preach, and this is the question we have to answer each and every day. And who is ready to answer that question for us? It has to the Most High. You do celebrate your date of birth every day. How often don't you celebrate your date of birth every year? You make merry, you celebrate and jubilate whenever is your date of birth. But have you sat down to think about your date of death? Right here, and this is so deep. Are you ready? Let's break it out. As you are seeing me today, and I'm also seeing you today, definitely tomorrow will come and you will never see me again. Not to talk of people like Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, Society for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the African star, Bishop Bernard Nyako, Ebony Reigns. The only thing that you can remember about them today is about the voice, things that they said. Lovely quotes that were said by Society for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Lovely quotes that were said by Abraham Lincoln. Voice quotes that were spit by the late Martin Luther King. And the lovely movies by Bishop Nyako. And the songs we dance to by Ebony Reigns. Where are they today? And that is a message what Human Sunday is passing across. And that is what she wants us to understand, that tomorrow and today, different days altogether. As you are seeing me today, tomorrow you may not see the person, the entity, the human being, the actuality, the physical being behind the songs. But the only thing you hear is a voice. A girl is preaching and the message is so deep and tight, and that is what we have to take a second or two. We are like erosion pass on a cheap land. It finds its way wherever it lies. By the end of it all, at the end of the rain, you will never see that erosion again. Are you going to be like an erosion? Will you pass on the land where you will leave only negative impact? As a human being, what is going to be your impact? Is it going to be positive or negative? Are you going to live on earth like what Martin Luther King, the late Abraham Lincoln said, like wherever we find ourselves, we must always remember that we'll be good. Baby, you must always take a second thought that we will live there with a good deed. Of course, if you're still doubting what this girl is preaching, and if you think that this message is not deep, let's take a second thought and look at people like Bob Santo, Susie Williams, Kwame Owusu-Ansah, Tupac Amaru Shakur, the late Atamos. Many mention names, give out the pictures, and you will definitely understand that we are not all going to die of old age, but rather, what is going to be your end? And that is how we do celebrate a newborn babies into this world. When a newborn baby is given, when a newborn baby comes into this world, we make merry, we celebrate, we jubilate. Families get happy. Families, mother, father, yes, they cheer themselves up because a newborn is introduced into the family. A newborn is in a society. A newborn is given to the community. A newborn is in the nation. By the end of it all, the same way people make merry and jubilate when we are born into this world, the same way it is going to turn an opposite direction when we are no more. It tends to cry, it tends to sorrows, it tends to tears, and that is when people are led to their conscience and realize that who are we on this earth? As we go to funeral grounds, as we see people dead body laying in state, we cry. Ask ourselves that what did she do? What did he do? What actually happened to her? Christian too died of a building collapsed on him. And the thing is, the same way when you go to funeral grounds, burial grounds, we see people crying. We see people thinking and asking a lot of questions as to whether it is their fault. The same questions will be asked when you are no more. The same question will be asked that very day. You will also be laid in state. To think about it. This is your reality and you have to face it because it will definitely happen to you one day. Today is someone's birthday, and go out there and ask them and you will definitely understand how happy they are because they are becoming of age, because they've gotten another year onto their years. If you're traditionalist, a Christian or a Muslim, that is the message we need to have a second thought over it. The same way we call people to wine and dine with us, we celebrate and jubilate on a date of birth. Likewise, the same way we are going to have people to sing and dine and wine with people on a date of death. We take a second thought to that. As you are aging, we hope and prayed and we told God and we told ourselves that when am I going to be like my mother or my father, like was my senior brother, my senior sister. But little did we know that the more we are aging, the more we are getting closer to our old age, the more we are getting closer to our death. That is how reality will catch up with us one day, and that is how we have to accept it and know that yes, this is the world and this is how you have to face it. Likewise, the same way we have to humble ourselves and treat everyone equally. Our Human Sunday is giving us a lyrical content that will let us face reality and also know that nobody owns the key to success and nobody has the key to tomorrow, but rather we are determined and defined by the privileges and the opportunity that comes our way. That is how come you are who you are today. But that shouldn't give you the opportunity to treat people anyhow, to make people feel inferior around you. Thank you so much, and this is On the Street. Human Sunday. Thank you so much. On the street, let's bounce off.